Hey guys, I thought I'd come outside for a bit of nature, and you know, always good to keep my neighbours on the ball, because you know, I'm sitting on my driveway with a video camera talking to it. I'm a little, I don't know if I'm confused or I'm just not getting it, or I'm out of the loop with this fucking crows. With this Vid-Com thing, I've noticed there's a lot of videos that'll talk about it on YouTube. There's going to be some gathering that's happening in LA, which is organised by the Vlog Brothers, and I guess the main point of contention is charging and the cost. I just don't understand it, and I think that's probably why I'm sort of lost here. Is we have gatherings here in Australia, and we give everyone 6 months notice, and we tell them it's going to be here, and people just rock up in a public place. It doesn't need to be in a restaurant or a hotel or a function centre, and it just happens. And at the end of the day, no one really has to charge. Really, they've all they've got to do is sort of rock up and, you know, fly from wherever they're going to be and pay their accommodation. I mean, that's a big enough hit that a lot of people have to pay, and a lot of people save up. You know, a lot of people, you know, are low income, and it's a big expense for them, but they do it because they love YouTube, and they do it because it's their passion. And yet in the States you guys are charging people. I think you're in a recession, aren't you? You know, us Aussies, we're not in a recession anymore. So I'm just, yeah, why do people have to pay to go and hang out and be themselves? I do agree with Ryan. I think there should be some sort of clarity in what you're actually paying for. If you do have to pay and you really want to go and meet these people, because, you know, I just don't get it. I mean, and I looked at the website, and you know, it says we've kept the cost low because we've got sponsors, and yet you go to the sponsor page and there isn't any. You know, here in Australia, if you did that, you would be asked to explain yourself to a thing called the ACCC, which is Australian Consumer. I've forgotten what ACCC stands for. The Australian Consumer Commission, where pretty much if you make a false claim or you're bait advertising, you can actually be fined. And a lot of people, a lot of big businesses have been fined, such as Coca-Cola, Coles, Woolworths, etc., for false claims and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I just don't get it. So if you're an American and you're, or an Aussie, and you're really into this Vid-Com thing, can you explain to me why people have to pay? What's the purpose? Why can't you just go somewhere for free? You know, I think there's a bit of a background story here that a lot of us aren't getting.